Good evening and welcome back to Mr. Miami, the city of Ocean View. As you can see at the bottom of the screen here, we have hit 500,000 people. Now, the last video I think I uploaded for this city was about 370,000 people. So you may be wondering, what happened to get to 500,000? So, yep, it's been a good couple of days at least of running this thing just constantly all day long. Now, what I've done basically is filled in all the gaps here with um, wall-to-wall residential of low density, some pockets of high density. I've done commercial around the outside. Now, if I click on the colors here, you'll see more what I'm talking about here. So we've got low density again, commercial along the main roads to buffer the sound. And I've basically just gone around the city, even near a town centre where I left that fairly blank, low density, wall to wall. It gives it a little bit of a height difference, as you can see from the outside to the inside to the single stories. Gives it a bit of colour as well, which I think looks pretty cool. And I think just gives it a bit more of a city vibe. When I left last time, we had done the airport here, which is going alright but not making us any money. I'll deal with that in another episode once I work out how to get the change. So what I did was I built out. Whoops, sorry, let me slow down the jankiness. I built out this area here at the end of the street, end of the map. I converted this highway here to sound barriers to deaden off all the sound. And if I go to that, you can see there's not a lot of sound impact in here. The only sounds from commercial and shopping areas. I also built out this area up here. So these people here have a view of the runway. Some people like to look at planes. Might be a bit loud, don't know. But the noise is not an issue here, apart from the shops I've got put in. We've done our commercials with a ton of trees. If I zoom in and pan out a little bit, put rocks paths all the way along to make it extraordinarily walkable. This part here is also new. As you can see, I've been filling in areas here. I filled in a few areas around. Filled in all the areas that we took the universities out of, because we've got our main campus over here. And as you can see, we are just maxing this capacity out here. We have 14,500 students. We are a prestigious level. We are rocking it. We are making a bucket load of money. Other areas I sort of built out was this commercial and industrial area here. Again, I'll turn on the zoning colors for you. So we've got a bit of low education industry areas here, commercial areas here as well. I've still got gaps to build out and tree and everything like that. I did link the airports together, which is a bit of a pain in the bum. The airport will put everything at the same height, so to go back afterwards and just fix the terrain. But now we don't need a separate terminal here, which just looks silly, and both airports are running as they should be. And you probably just noticed the quality has increased quite dramatically. I was running on low quality, 15 frames per second only, just so I could get the city built. As you can see now, with the quality bumped up, the frames bumped up, by this little plane here along, it looks sweet. Look at that, it absolutely looks sweet. But yeah, I'm stoked with how this game is looking at the moment. So the other part I did build out was this whole section here. As you can see, I haven't finished down here. Grid is slowly developing. These dirt roads are just guidelines, so I don't eat into the mountains at all and the hills. Same up here. If I need more commercial, I'll put it here, but not sure yet. So slowly building this out here. As you can see, these areas here are still developing. Up here is pretty good, and I've got a couple of squares I'm still trying to work out. So let's have a look at the city here as a whole. Electricity is great. We've got 8 megawatts down here, whole pile of hydro electricity, and also over here. So ocean thermal electricity. We've got a ton of that running. Also, you'll see all of our eco-friendly incineration plants from the Japan pack, I believe they are, also produce power. 4, 7, 12 megawatts each. Every bit helps. Water, we've got our system here and our original one at the top here, doing really well. Garbage is dotted all around the city, as you can see. I'll probably build another area down here just to service this part of the city, but we have good coverage of more than enough garbage collection. Education. We are highly educated, 70%. Our schools are good, and our university is underutilized. So, future episode, what I'm going to be doing to give these people here some university love is over here by our waste treatment plant and power plant. I'm going to build more of a university campus here. I'm going to link the two together. I'm thinking, or I might pick one of the other university types and build out a fairly large campus here. And then also using some of the skyscrapers that we've got left, the smaller ones, because these are like the 87 meter, 157 meter, is fill this area in here, make it a bit more of like a little secondary city centre here. Hence I've left these squares empty and a little bit here and along this road. Going through some more, our happiness here is at 93% for people, 74 for commercial and office, and 95 for industry, which is pretty cool. Health, 500 only sick out of 500,000, so it's 0.1%, I believe. Death care, under 1%. Deceased, which is great, we've got tons of capacity. I've been told, and from what I've read in the City Skylines wiki, more capacity for death the better, because dead bodies lead to sickness, which leads to a massive death spiral. Childcare, 1100 compared to the deaths, it's about a third of babies. The other 2/3 to keep it growing is people entering the city. Elder care, 80 years roughly, we'll call it. Lots of elderly homes through the system, doing really well. Our build levels are doing really well here. They're all upgrading nicely. If you zone into here, I'm sure we'll see some dings fairly soon. Wind don't care. Traffic, 87%. I mean, I don't know what to say. If there's a traffic flow here, this is pretty cool. I mean, we've got some busy areas by the port here, the roundabout into our commercial areas, on off the freeway a bit here as well, using the stock standard interchange gets a little busy. I've seen some better ones in the Steam workshops, so next time I'm going to use one of them on a map. The only areas we have traffic though are industry. The rest of it's pretty awesome. This little road here is red. I wouldn't say it's busy. I mean, it's not congesting. It's comfortably ticking along. I don't know why you go red though. I mean, it's flowing, so a bit weird, but you know. And then you get little bits like this one here. It's orange. I don't know why. It should be green because there's no traffic on it. But hey, what can you say? Overall, I'm fairly happy with this. And this is a little interesting one here. It's dark red, and you'd think that means it's going to congest all hell. But it flows. It's awesome. So yeah, we're doing well there. Noise pollution is what it is. I try to keep buffers where I can. The shops compared to residential. Fire's not bad, not a big issue for me. Crime's not bad, not a big issue again. Unemployment, 7% only. I did get up to about 10%, but I checked out a ton of office. And as you can see here, we're looking fairly good here. Public transport, we've got 3,000 a week, 2,000 a week of tourists using it. Our lines could be used more, but then again, people have work and offices nearby, so they're not having to travel much at all. Land value, it's interesting. It's dark, it's bright green, the top one in all of our established areas. So I'm happy with how that's tracking. A little bit of blue down here. It needs a couple of parks. Industry area there, glossing over, but it's looking pretty good. And these areas are popping up greener than what I looked at before. Interesting, the river is blue until it gets to the border, but yeah, okay. Minerals, we've got all 4 industry groups going here. We've got our oil at the top. We've got farming and animals here. We've got forest here with our plantation. Our ore refinery, which is making more ore than we could possibly put a stick at. We've got our factories here pumping out goods. We've got factories over here pumping out goods. Plastic always seems to be one that I am needing, which just makes no darn sense, because if I go to these, where is it here? Come on, glass, plastic. I've got plenty of plastic, I just don't get it. Okay. Maybe what I will do is while we're just waffling along here, let's go that one and we'll put another one up there. Let's go plastic and plastic. That way we can try and get you always to have plastic nearby. Kind of proud of this little ore facility I built here. Making the trucks go around it as what I took more mind to do. I reckon having these ore extractors and me look like shovelers here. I reckon that looks really cool. They're digging into the cliff, they're slowly moving forward. And even the buckets rotate. I mean, that's epic. And again, the detail here on these little gantries is amazing. If I pan out of here. I mean, look at that detail here. That's exquisite. Even the air conditioning compressor fans are going around. You can even see the gantries here going around for the staircase. Honestly, someone's put a lot of effort into that. Probably been more patient than I could ever be. So we've got our industries, we've got our cargo, normal airport. We've got our fishing boats down here somewhere. Here they all are. Look at them all. Oh, we've got seaweed farms growing. We've got fishing boats pouring around. Speed this a bit up here. We can see these little fishing boats. I mean, this is awesome. Yeah. Look at that. You're collecting fish. Take it as long as you go, and you're full. You're full. Awesome. We've got our containers, boats coming in here to the harbours. We've got cruise liners going through cruise liners here. Because you know that's what a cruise liner does. Drives through another one. I mean, why the hell not? And I suspect that's probably happening over here as well. 2 terminals all going at once. And we're just going to merge cruise liners into each other. Why not 2 into 1? And we can go 3 and 4 into 1 here probably as well. Because I mean, hey, why not just defy the laws of physics? There you go, 2 into 1, 3 into 1, and we're going to have 4 into 1. The silliness never ends. And we've got some sort of shenanigans up here with the point to get out into the harbour is just weird in itself. This is a pretty good map though, I reckon. I've got lots of area to grow. We've got tons of shipping routes. That's one thing I want to look at. Do the boats come here? If we go boats, we got that. No, they do not. That's a dead harbour. Okay. So we've got tons of area here. We've got planes, trains, automobiles. I did extend in another train line here. Come this way and to spread out all the options in. Because the end of the lake, or the end of the map I should say, only has one line in. You've got to sort of spread them out a little bit. And if you haven't seen the end of the map, this is what it looks like. Yes, there are thousands of people here waiting for a passenger train to show up. There you go. Passenger train is there. It's got 100 people only. Okay, that one's got 116 only. This is where they wait. Now let me show you something else. This is probably going to be the dumbest thing you guys have probably ever seen. I'm going to ask the question, what the hell is this? Now I've seen the trucks before. People spawn cars out of their back pocket. There you go, look at them all. They all appear and the trucks run over people and no one really cares. So watch this truck here. And we're inside the trailer, we're just going to run over people. I mean, why the hell not? This guy's bringing ore from another off the map in a big dump truck that will do maybe 4 kilometers an hour. Weird. But the dumber thing is, look at these planes here. This is a plane, passenger plane. People under the wing. This is a cargo aircraft waiting. Cargo aircraft will just pass through that plane and off we go. Here comes another plane. People just pour into it, another 200 people. I haven't seen that before. And all the time, cars coming off the map. Now these trucks here, you watch this. We'll just drive through the whole lot. Because, you know, we can. And, yeah, that's just weird stuff to me. So that's how we've gone so far. Also, what we might do is just build... I'm still not sure what I'm going to do here. Whether to continue this around and build it out with some more walking areas here. Maybe put a couple of fishing cafes or some piers. I'm not really sure. I'm going to think about that. I don't mind these green spaces. I might chuck another stadium or one of these little complexes in there. Like we've got that one there. I think we've got another one up here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Aussie Rules Football. Obviously football. Maybe it's time for a cricket one. There's lots of baseball, but no cricket from what I've seen. But that's what the plan is for next time, and that's what I've been doing this time. One thing I will show you as well, if you go to see statistics, this is how we've grown over the last 90 odd years. It does show your birth rate each week, but this is the population. So you can see we had a die-off going up, probably a bit too aggressive I was in the putting down areas, and another die-off at top. Now I've got death and birth rate turned on here. If I turn off population, you'll see that first dip is the death rate kicking along and the birth rate dropping off. I think that's when I started introducing the high density residential, because you get a bit of a spike because they don't have babies from what I've read. Only the low density residential or wall to wall low density do. That's why this is sort of not going as aggressive, and these the deaths are going fairly aggressive here. So 2100 compared to only say 1500 babies, we need more babies. But overall, I think, look, for a city of 500,000 people, I'm fairly happy with how this is tracking along. So I'm gonna, next time we'll do university, do a bit more of a city centre here. What I'm gonna do down here, maybe just build our houses, see if I can get 600,000. Also, my kids are impressed on how big I've got the city. And again, if you have any comments on how to make an airport make money, let me know. Because I mean, we're making $3,000, expenses 16. I'm getting 90% flights, but to do that, I've had to crank my ticket price down to $20. If I put the ticket price up to say here, I get no one. So to try and generate flights, I've got the price down low. Let's see if I can get it at $19. Whether that's stupidity in the real world makes a difference. I've also done the great maintenance tick. Yeah, I mean, we're getting people using the plane 600 to 700 a week, but we're not busy, if that makes sense. We're not making money. Unlike if we go to here, this is our total spend, and you can freeze the screen if you want to have a bit more of a look. Things I notice are killing me is health, but it's keeping the seats down to a manageable level. Education's all right. Industry areas ticking along quite largely, but then again, if we go to residential's pouring money in, residential's your money maker here. The rest of it's all a bit nah. Education's pretty good since that school went, the university went in. Buildings are leveled up. Our commercial's doing fairly well. Probably do it more of a mix there. Our industry, you don't make much of industry, it's a bit of a whoop-de-doo. IT and office is a bit same again. This we've got it cranked up in the budget here to 150%. This does make some good coin. I've seen it as high as about 160,000, I think, when I've been having a bit of a play around, a look. It depends on when the goods ship, is when you get paid. So if all the factories ship at once, you get good coin like now. If they all don't ship for a week or two, you get crap coin. Kind of makes sense. We go to education though, we are making 270,000 in education through our university because we have the education boost and the for-profit education going. So that it means we're charging these people a hell of a lot of money to be educated, and we're telling them to go and get educated. Bit of a win-win there, but we're reckoning some coin. Hence, I'm thinking another university because we've got demand. Transport, well, we're losing money on that, but you know, it cuts down our traffic on the road. I don't have a high ticket fares policy enabled, so I want people to use it and not drive. The big killer here though is boats, because your harbours and your train in, and that's also freight out, I believe. It's not giving me a thing, is it? No, it's not. Plane again, airports cost me money, but the rest of it's not bad. Metro and tram, for what it is, cuts down all your traffic. Sightseeing, commercial planes don't really care. And we've only got the one toll booth, which is bringing in, who cares? So overall, I'm fairly happy with how it's going. As I mentioned, I'm going to do university, a bit of a town centre here, as we sit here and build this out a bit more. My aim is to build this in down here, bottom left. Fill in down here between my dirt roads, and if we still have demand and this thing is ticking over, Fill this in here to the base of the hills and around this train line, maybe a little peninsula here, but we'll have to see how we go. For those that care or are interested, that's just to cut down on the amount of stupid trains I've got that don't have any relevance to the outside world. Planes and ships I don't care about because it adds a little bit of aesthetics. But yeah, road traffic not needed, don't want to have it there. That I'm playing around with but haven't learned how to use it. This is again only for dedicated turning lanes and to turn off the add traffic lights because I just don't see the point when you have such. This is to try and get my speed cranking because 500,000 people are taxing my computer. Move that I've only used a couple of, well, I'll say a dozen times total just to get something to look right. That annoys me. That's so we can buy the 50 odd dollars that we're running. Landscaping tools just so I don't have to put down thousands of trees. The way it looks, get some better frames, loads the different things, and get rid of all the smog and pollution in the air with the fog and clouds because I just want to look at it how it is. So I think overall we're doing fairly well. I'm fairly happy and proud of my little city. Is there things I could have done better? Yeah. Is there things I've learned a lot from? Yeah, definitely. These highways have been an awesome draw card just to move people all the way in. Probably not as busy as I would like, but they get the services and all the service vehicles off of the roads because they will always take the quickest way to get there. And I'm happy to have these guys on the elevated freeways just to get them out of these little roads. They're not all just punching through little streets here. We've got lots of walkability. If I go down to Metro stop here, they're doing really, really well. Super happy. We don't have a lot of Metro in here. If I go to this, let me just show you this. Zoom out here. It's our secondary harbour. We've got one line here, which will extend down eventually. That line there servicing a lot of people. I may extend it out down to here, not sure. Seems a lot of cost for not a lot of impact. I've extended up into our industrial areas. We've got our trains, airports, tram line going along here, which I probably will extend as a big loop around. So I'll probably come down here, come up here. I may even get it just to come down and around, then back up here. Haven't decided yet. You can see our metro hubs haven't really changed that much. We've got the train coming to the airport. This is the closest metro hub. I didn't see the point in digging a tunnel through to that distance. People are walking. And yeah, I just don't know. I mean, look, people coming out of the planes and they're walking happily. I don't think it's that big a deal, really. But where is our original little transit hub here? And that is just regurgitating people out. We've got our metro, double metro, train station here. And it's going fairly well. I mean, I'll just pause it for a second. We have people pulling out of the train station at the top. They take a funny, interesting way out of the items onto the cars. They do like a big loop in. Our two metro stops are regurgitating people really nicely. Especially that subway at the bottom right there. Look at them point out. Awesome. So yeah, overall, I'm fairly happy. Apologies for the squeaky chair. But yeah, so see you next time when we build out a university and city centre. And yeah, any comments, leave below for me to read. I'll take it all in on how to make it better. And please like and subscribe. It does help and gives me a bit more of a yes, I'm doing it right, I'll keep on going type of vibe. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone.